Tyler Perry movies.
Oh, okay. You okay?
That's
Now, have you seen the recent one, the divorce one?
no.
Where in the opening scene, there's like a funeral happening, right? And I think it's like 4 brothers, one passed away. But the mother ordered the other brothers to take the body of the brother out of the casket. And everyone's confused, and the mom was like, take him out of the casket now. The casket costs more than him anyways. Take him out the casket. And they just pick up the guy and just shuffle them out the casket. And all this commotion going on in the church and everything. Like, that was the opening scene of Tyler Perry's latest movie.
Well, that's a hook.
With Megan Good and Corey.
Thing Ely?
And
Not Ely?
No,
he wasn't in it.
Although that situation was crazy too.
That situation was.
But
Oh, ooh.
There's nothing deep about that, anyways.
Ooh, of course you would say that. Of course you would say that.
Nothing deep about it.
Anyway, what was I gonna say?
Tyler Perry, yeah.
Tyler Perry, and like typical movies, bro.
not just him, but like it's just
like, bro. Can't there just be a loving family, like a family? Like, I know there's dysfunctions in every family, but bro, why y'all promoting this single mother thing every single time?
Is it promoting or is it existing?
I don't care if it's existing. I feel like the way I see it, if you promote certain things, it could change the projective of things. If you promote, like, for example, I don't know, the Boondocks Band BT episode,
right?
That Band BT episode, he basically called out everything that's happening today.
Right.
When the woman said, I saw a black person reading a book and he was smiling. We got to change that. We got to stop this.
Right.
Crime rates rised up since BT because, back in the day, they used to talk about going to school, college. Now what are they talking about?
I don't even know. Like, I don't think there's any...
Ratchet foolishness.
Like, yeah.
How much straps do you have? Like, I'm not saying that those songs don't slap.
I was going to say, is it due to the fact that good production is not available from people who actually want to do it?
No, because there's good production is not available to people that promote positivity.
Like you don't get a chance, really.
Right.
You don't get funding.
What are you going to promote? A family that has good family-based marriage is going through situation, or Real Housewives of Atlanta? Real Housewives of Atlanta.
They both sound like good shows.
I know, but like...
I know, the show Blackish? I'm surprised that... I'm glad that a show like that exists.
Yes.
But that's one out of how many, though?
At the same time, some people... And that's the thing, some people just can't be pleased because some people look at Blackish and like, that's not me. That's not my culture.
I think sometimes they break into fourth dimension too much.
Yeah.
All the two fourth dimension?
And then it's like, that's not my Blackish. That's not my part of black, Some people were Will Smith, some people were Carlton Banks, right?
Right.
But
see, what people don't understand, like...
But that was relatable. And I mean, like, even structurally, Boondocks, for example. Boondocks is about 2 young kids who live with their grandparents. Where are the real parents?
Which is fair.
Right? They must be at work.
That is a question I don't think I've heard anyone ask, really.
Right? Because most times... people like at that age, a lot of the kids are raised by their grandparents at that age because their parents are working their ass off. But you never see their parents. That's the thing.
But for me, I just feel like
this is giving Rugrats.
No, I'm thinking. In the series, they never brought up like John Witherspoon, who played Granddad, right? He never brought up your dad is or your mom.
They never do that.
That's interesting.
But in a lot of shows, they do that type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just enter into a family structure, and that just seemed normal. How come no one questioned that?
Like, if you really think about it, the Boondocks was on the money with a lot of things. The Thugnificent stuff, a lot of things with the black culture, they were on it, like, on to the T. That 4th season was a travesty, but they're on it, and people will watch it and still be like, what the hell?
Right.
But that's what they're promoting. Said what the hell to
I
Boondocks.
believe people, no, not what the hell. No, people, I'm saying people, not what the hell, but what the hell to like what's going on today.
Like what, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people, they're pushing poison and they're just like, get the bag, sis, brother.
But that's what I mean. That goes back to my thing, like incentives, right? What are the incentives associated to certain things?
There's an incentive to feed your people poison. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think there's an incentive to pay. They're not going to promote. They don't want us to be together for real, for real.
That's what I'm hearing a lot.
They want us to be together for profit, for their profit.
And how come no one has learned how to unlearn that?
Because
I think something's happening where it's slowly, like...
it's slowly
people are
being aware. Like, I mean, you watch the BT Awards and you're just like, oh my Lord, like, where's the talent?
So where's the talent? I can't stand you.
You know what? Compared to like now to 10 years ago, which would be 2014.
Yeah, but those are the people who were talented those years ago were childhood stars and have childhood mental health issues now as adults.
I can't say that.
That's
10 years ago, still T-Pain was still popping.
T-Pain, okay, and who else?
Akon, J. Cole was still doing his thing.
wait, 10 years ago.
Drake, singing Drake, I would assume.
You have to be specific. Singing Drake. Before Views.
No, Views was...
That was 2016.
Okay,
Yeah, before Views, yeah.
That was probably Take Care or Nothing Was the Same.
Okay.
Yeah, one of those two.
So Drake was a childhood star. Same with J. Cole.
I'm just saying.
Wait, J. Cole's a child star from where?
J. Cole was never a child star.
What?
J. Cole was never a child star. No, not my Cole, not Cole.
What'd you say?
No.
This is not my Cole.
But I'm gonna say this, like, it just seems very weird. That's all it is. I just noticed that. It's just very weird.
You know what's crazy? When
But sometimes the poison is good though.
Wow,
Is
I wouldn't say
I'm
that.
sorry.
Is it?
It's a bad thing.
I was
It's like
gonna say,
it knows how to get to your mind.
I mean, I'm in the belief of like they hire psychologists before they push any product, and then they do sample tests and they go, oh, this is good? Okay, mash. Hit on the mash. But when Cosby did the Cosby Show, he was getting hit back then because people were like, oh, that's not our families and da-da-da. Well, my mom's not a lawyer. My dad's not a doctor. Da-da-da. My siblings, we do sibling rivalries, but we get along. We
But
don't
at
get
the same
along in my house.
Yeah, you're gonna have anomalies, but they're not gonna push people to get a career or understand taxes or understand certain things. Like, they're not gonna push that. They didn't want to push that to us.
What?
What do you mean? Huh?
People are willing to learn these things?
I'm not saying people are willing to learn it, but
I'm so confused.
they're not pushing it. Like,
Well,
they're not pushing it enough to say, like,
that's not their problem.
that's what I'm saying. They're not pushing it enough to, like, they don't want you to, they don't want you to know how to take care of your own money
But again, that's not
and be
their
self-sufficient. Of course, but what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But then they're pushing something else though, that
they're feeding you poison
like spend your money.
to us.
Spend your money. Do you go broke? And then keep up with the Jones, as I say. You know.
It's all back to, what is it? How to Sell to a Negro.
Wow, okay.
That whole story. You ever read
That
that
video.
book, that video and thing?
It was a whole booklet video that teaches you how to market and sell to Black people, African Americans specifically.
Wow.
I mean, I see what you did there. But I'll just say this. Like, I just feel like, you know what? And the problem is, as much as I love the poison, there's a little too much poison. I mean, who would you say is the Lauryn Hill of this era?
So rap very well and sing very well.
I would say rap. Well, not sing, but Rhapsody is.
But then,
But at the same
she
time,
doesn't get promoted like that. She doesn't get pushed like that.
to be feeling poison, which is fine, I guess. If to each their own.
That's the thing. Skillful wise.
But that's the same thing. People don't.
Rhapsody, that's
It's weird because I remember J. Cole's music. People were like, "Oh, they used to make me go to sleep," and I'm like, "Man, that's literally like the struggle and the grind of like life and understanding that type of situation." But I guess people don't like that stuff. But at the same time, you know what? I guess who am I? It's hypocritical of me because you know what?
You know what? You kind of answered your own question as you said that.
Yeah.
Because, like, that would require a lot of people to have empathy.
I want people to have empathy. I think we need more empathy.
And that's a skill.
I guess so.
Skill
Is it a
to
skill?
skill to think about other people's situations and actually consider it.
Of course. Of course, I guess.
Otherwise, you just become the machine.
Yeah.
You
So you don't
somehow
care.
get a satellite in space, somehow get a building, and then you just be like, I'm gonna show what I want to show.
But
Or
it
you can
gets-
start small.
But at
And,
the same time, it gets to a point that like you get to a certain age where you realize I can't be doing this type of life anymore. I can't be sagging my pants at 45.
that's wild.
I mean, some people.
But why would you
Well,
want to be?
45 looks different from what it used to be 10 years ago
Why-
and
but why
20 years
would
ago.
Why would you want to be the?
It
50,
does.
Why would you want to be the 50-year-old at the club
It does.
and not like attendee at the club?
I mean, 50-year-olds
Attendee.
do look different nowadays.
That's not the point I'm trying to make. You've been around the world 366 days for 50 years.
Some of them have.
So how can someone wait? I'm saying 50-year-old,
Yeah.
not 50 look like 50. You are 50 years old,
Yeah.
Still in the club,
still at the club
sagging.
Yeah.
with a 25-year-old.
Yeah. Because that's where our mental state is.
I mean,
And fashion and style.
you're not really wrong there. 'cause,
Not really wrong.
The one that shall not be named, he would dress like that too. And yeah,
You know what? But sometimes you got to be at a certain age when you have to say enough's enough. We can't do this anymore. Speaking of people that are saying enough's enough, Joe Biden.
wait, what was I gonna say? Before you go to I'm gonna step down Joe. I was gonna say as an exit, like a solution to this, like there's a reason why like the internet thing, like people try to control it as much as possible because there's no excuse now. Like there's no like before internet, you had to like pitch a show, you had to go to a network, face high chance of rejection. But now you got like you can use a phone camera, you can use a camera, and you can shoot what you want to do.
Yeah.
All you need is an internet connection.
But they
Put the message out
But
there.
the thing about it is, what are they pushing? They're not pushing.
They're pushing what they think is art.
No, they're pushing what works, which is ratchetry.
But what happens?
They're pushing what I get it, but like
You know, it takes a level to get people to a level outside of ratchetry, you know.
it takes a lot of people to get out of ratchetry.
It does take a lot of people to get out of ratchetry.
I'd say the most popular tech person on YouTube, although he's black, he doesn't. It's like,
Yeah, that's one where I complain a lot.
what do you mean? Like,
Yeah, because like the other day when he was like doing a stream and it's like, why did he get popular for being in a jail? Like,
Oh, I think you're talking to somebody else. You're talking two different
Oh.
people. Yeah.
Whoa, I don't.
I was thinking about that one.
No. Or like RDC World, they do everything, everyday life. They do a little hood shit, but then they do anime. They do,
But
but,
this-
but they're the most popular one though.
I like them.
now.
I like them for that. I like what they do there. That is different.
Dormtainment.
I don't, okay, Dormtainment, they're
Who's
just
like the
comedy, yeah.
Dormtainment did everyday life. So
Comedy is different than like promoting something for your kids to want to do the same thing.
So, yeah, so I was going to say, I think the visual that a lot of people probably are not liking is drama.
they
Oh
don't.
no,
show
I think they
drama.
love drama. The problem is when it comes into your life.
But that's what I mean,
Yeah.
like drama itself, like that genre of like recreating
Trauma.
film, yeah, that style just kind of like affects people in a way that's like, oh, this is too much. You know, like the other day I watched Supercell.